to my channel. Today I have a monthly March message for all of the Capricorns out in the collective. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it is not going to resonate with every single Capricorn out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I am a psychic intuitive, a spiritual coach, and a sound healing practitioner. So without further ado, Capricorn, let's go ahead and dive right into your monthly message. So Capricorn, we are starting out with round and round. Wish upon a star. And Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. Okay. All right. So right off the bat here, Capricorn, I want to point out that I feel that the month of March is going to feel sort of like you're repeating something. I want to point out that if you do have a feeling like you are repeating certain lessons, certain experiences, certain situations, I feel that it's important for you to learn that, to be very aware of that. The round and round really speaks about the quality of events that often occur in your life when you're not really learning the lesson at hand. So things will often go round and round until you actually learn. And I feel that this is about revisiting a pattern that is currently going on in your life that you're not really understanding, or maybe you're not even aware of it. That could potentially be one of the things. Now, I do also feel that this month, because you do have the 25 and the 25 here, so I do feel like you are moving towards a space of rest. And the rest and the renewal is really about sort of taking a step back, evaluating, being patient with things that are transpiring. The one thing about Wish Upon a Star is that when we make wishes or requests to our spirit team or to the universe, we sort of get in our head that it has to be at a certain specific timeline. And the thing that you need to understand here, Capricorn, is that there is a thing such as divine timing. Understand that things aren't going to necessarily come when we want them to or when we expect them to. I want to point out that usually things are given to us after a rest period, right? So I do feel that you have been experiencing a lot of the same lessons that you've been having to repeat over and over and over and over again. And I feel it's because you're not really learning. It's like you're not understanding what you're needing to learn. And I feel that there are some things that you actually have wished for, that you've asked for, that you're trying to manifest. And I want to point out that you only need to ask once. You don't have to continuously repeat and ask for it over and over again. That isn't how that works. You ask for it once and it gets jotted down, and then things start moving, right? So understand that the lessons that you are going through, the repeated patterns that you are experiencing are occurring because they're important for this wish that you've asked for. And when we go into a rest period, it's because there are things happening behind the scenes that we're not privy to, that we ultimately need that rest period, that time to sort of allow things to be created and to come to fruition, right? When we plant a seed, it doesn't grow overnight. It takes time, right? It's the same way with a wish that we make. So let's go ahead and dive right into the tarot here, Capricorn, to see what else Spirit has for you here. So we have the Four of Pentacles, which is about feeling like you are safe, okay? I want to point out here that if you've been struggling with your finances, or maybe you've been feeling like you don't have enough or there isn't enough to go around. I really feel this is something that you're needing to really explore and evaluate. This could possibly be the lesson. Maybe you experienced something really traumatizing, or you were very disappointed, or you were hurt by someone in your life who maybe either stole money from you or took something from you that ultimately left you feeling like not safe, you're not secure, not trusting, right? Not trusting. I get that so clearly here. And this is a lesson that you're needing to learn. And I feel that every experience, every lesson that we encounter, it teaches us something, okay? It teaches us that maybe we should have been more vigilant. Maybe we should have trusted our gut instinct. Maybe we had a gut instinct that that person was not trustworthy. Whatever it might be, there's still something that we're needing to really become aware of. Recognize the patterns. When does your sense of stability come into play? When do you feel like you're not safe? When do you feel like you're not secure? Like whatever those feelings are, that's what you're needing to heal from, and you're needing to really be observant about it. The hangman here represents a pause. And I feel that the pause is really about giving ourselves time to really reflect and see things from a different perspective. I think a lot of times, especially when it comes to lessons or patterns that we're repeating over and over, we need that reflection time. We need that time to be able to say, you know what, I am not seeing this clearly. What is my intuition trying to tell me? What am I being guided to see here that I clearly am not willing to face? Now, the devil here represents the illusion, right? And it could be that maybe there is some sort of deception that sort of clouded your vision in regards to this pattern or this lesson. The devil is also about making a conscious choice. In the traditional tarot card, the devil card is representative with the devil sitting on top of this throne and a woman and a man being chained at the neck. The thing is that the chain is not tight around their neck. The man and the woman can choose to walk away from that situation, but it's ultimately up to them. Again, this is saying the same thing. You can choose to get out of this pattern. You can choose to not repeat the same mistakes over and over, but ultimately the choice is yours. And understand that if something sounds too good to be true, all that glitters isn't always gold. That's the important thing here. And I feel that ultimately you can have your wish. And if you feel like you're not destined to have what you've asked for, Spirit's saying that's not true. You can have what you've asked for, but understand that there are certain things that you're needing to learn so that you can experience this the way that you are meant to experience it, right? The Two of Wands in reverse really shows me that you've kind of taken a step back from moving forward with your actions. And again, I think it's just because you're needing to really reflect. You need this time to really reflect on where you are and really see things clearly. The Page of Cups is about dreaming. It's about allowing our inner child to truly, make believe and to plan. And I feel that in order to make your dream or your wish become a reality, you have to believe that it's feasible. And if you don't create that vision on a daily basis, if you're not putting energy towards that dream and you don't believe that it's possible, then it's really going to be difficult for it to become a part of your reality here. That ultimately is what I'm picking up here. So let's dive a little bit deeper here, Capricorn. Let's see. And Capricorn, you are a very hard worker. I do want to point that out. You're a very hard worker, and you ultimately I feel like you ultimately work yourself so much. Maybe this is the pattern. Maybe this is the pattern. The pattern is that you work yourself so much to the point that you become exhausted. And that by the time you become exhausted, you don't want to do, you don't want to plan, you don't want to organize anything, and you have no energy reserve to put forth action towards your dreams or the things that you're trying to create. And so you can't do that. You can't just say, this is what I want, and then not put any effort towards it. Okay. We now have the Queen of Swords here with the Strength card. Now, this Queen of Swords is over this Four of Pentacles, which tells me that when it comes to your work, right? When it comes to the things that you ultimately work towards to bring in that sense of stability and that sense of security, you need to not be so attached emotionally, because I feel like what this is saying is that you have a very strong attachment to needing to feel secure monetarily. And I feel that that is what is really hindering you from making the correct choices that you need to make, because a Queen of Swords has no emotion involved. A Queen of Swords basically uses her intellect based off of past experiences. She uses her mind and her intelligence to ultimately make the choices that she needs to make. And it's balanced and it's fair. Understand that it is balanced. And I feel that there is not a lot of balance here. We now have the Five of Materials, which is the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Wands with the Four of Emotions. Okay, you have quite a bit here. You've got two fours side by side. You have these two 25s. So I think that's really important here with, okay, the Sun card down here at the bottom. Okay, Capricorn, here's kind of what I'm picking up. I feel that the pattern here is that you're not finding enough time to put effort towards the things that you're wanting to create in your life, the things that you are ultimately manifesting for. You do have this block of feeling like you're being left out. And I feel that's because the things that you've been asking for haven't really been coming fast enough. And it's because you're not putting any effort into it here. The Strength card is really about this inner power, this inner passion, and it's in reverse. So that really tells me that your passion is not where it should be when it comes to dreaming and making things become a reality. You have to create that vision in your mind, and you have to put energy and effort towards it. You have to plan, you have to organize, you have to write down your action steps on what you need to do in order to make it become a reality. You can't just say, universe, this is what I want, and then have it magically appear. It doesn't work that way. You have to put in just as much effort as universe does. And I feel that there's a lot of imbalance, because I feel like you feel that in order for you to see the reality or the wish that you are desiring here, you feel that you have to work. And it's not giving you those results. If anything, it is draining you and it's depleting you, that you're to the point that you're so dissatisfied here with the Four of Cups that you feel like no matter what you do, you're just going to continue to get the same result. So even when the universe offers you something else or offers you something different, you expect the result to be the same, that you don't even look at it as something exciting or anticipating, right? That disappointment, that dissatisfaction, that is only stopping, it's not giving you that sense of happiness. And I feel that what Spirit's really saying is that you need to take a pause. You need to find time to really center yourself here, Capricorn. You need time to really take a step back, to really evaluate what it is you truly want and how to get there, what steps you ultimately need to take. you are going to have a solid foundation because, again, you have the Four of Wands here, which is about celebrating a sense of security and safety with, you know, camaraderie and joy and abundance and prosperity. But you have got to start looking at things through a different lens. And I feel that when you take time for yourself and you can center yourself here with the Sun, I feel that is when you are going to really start experiencing things in a different way. I feel that the pattern here is that you continue to do things in the same way and you're not getting the result that you want. So the message is, if you continue to do what you've always done, you will always get what you always got. And so this is where that pause and that reflection comes into play. This rest and this renewal is really about you needing to really take a break and say, wait a minute, if I'm getting the same result, it's because I'm doing the same thing. So maybe I need to change what I'm doing in order to get a different result. So Capricorn, this is your message this month. I hope it was able to give you some clarity and insight this month. So this is your message for the month of March. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Bye, guys.